Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Lisa with Lisa's Faith and Budget Planning channel. I'm excited to be here today because today is November 26th. So you will probably be seeing this on the 27th because I'm filming like at 7 o'clock at night. As you can see, the lighting's kind of different. I have more of a yellow light here and a white light here. I am getting a second lamp that matches the one I have over here that's white soon. I'm excited for that so I can have better lighting. So yeah, I'm excited. I hope you have had an amazing Thanksgiving, got to speak to and see, or however you celebrated this year. Actually, my father-in-law showed up. We had planned for him to come down. He was social distancing and social isolating for a couple weeks before he came down to make sure he was safe, and he traveled 8 hours, and he's here and all is good, as well as my husband, who is finally back, guys. So if you've been watching my videos, you know I've been saying he's out to sea or he's traveling on business. He came home Tuesday evening. He emailed me Tuesday afternoon and said, I will be home for dinner. I went, yes. So he came home. His father showed up here, and today is Thanksgiving. As you can tell, I've had a busy week. There were other videos I wanted to film, but I had a little wrench in the plan and couldn't film the way I wanted, but that's okay because I'm very happy that my husband's home and my father-in-law is here visiting for the weekend. And yeah, we have a great weekend planned. So I hope you had an amazing, or have an amazing, blessed Thanksgiving and a Thanksgiving holiday weekend, that you're safe and protected and don't get sick. That's my biggest prayer is, Lord, please don't have people get sick, and stay protected is all I care about. So here we go. So I thought I would go ahead and do my weekly check-in. I don't have a lot of transactions. I have 8 transactions total, but I am over budget. And I realized a mistake I did not consider in my last weekly check-in because I was trying something new and it always messes me up. So let's get in. I am going to, let's see, turn to the weekly check-in. Here's the spread. Oops, my cheat sheet's over here. I want to pull these off. I like to kind of run the numbers before I start writing them in here. Sometimes I do, sometimes I forget, but that's okay. So I'll put these off to the side so I can glance at them as I'm doing the calculations all over again, but they should be fine. But as you can see, I had to change miscellaneous. What I didn't take in consideration to stay within the $550 that I always plan every month for miscellaneous, when I was over here, I did not subtract it out here. I had the original 125. Is it 120? Yeah, 125 here. And then, but I didn't take out this to continue that pattern. And I should have. What I intended to do was whatever was left over here, that went into savings, which I did, but still continue what I had planned for what I had already budgeted. So it threw my budget off a little bit. So what I did is I went back and I reduced this, took the spent amount, and then increased the negative balance here and left me a big negative balance here. So today what we're going to do is we're going to write our spent, what the balance is, and the totals, and then we're going to start our new weekly check-in over here. So my husband actually got paid again already for this day, the 27th, a day early. Just because of the holidays, they did it early. So I have the money, but I'm not counting on it until, and I haven't spent any of it anyway, until week 5, which is just the last 4 days of November. And then October 1st, it starts all over again. Not October, good grief. I'm going back in time. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm going to start December 1st. Can you believe it, guys? December 1st. And if you saw my new releases video, not the last one, but the previous one, I already have my December sheets. All these sheets are my sheets from my Etsy store. It's Lisa's Faith Budget Plan. And here's my December one. All right, I got some notes here. And this is layout, and these are already in the store too, and January's. So if you are planning ahead and you need annual budget sheets, or if you need December budget sheets, I already got them up and ready to go. They're on sale, 15% in my Etsy store, so please go check that out. And yeah, let's get started. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and zoom you guys in, so give me a second on that, and I'll be right back. Okay, here we go. So as always, here's my key, And I highlight these little corners here with this highlighter color. Grocery household, I combine that category into one category. Restaurants, miscellaneous, and gasoline. So those are my spending categories I budget for every paycheck, every week, to make sure I'm staying within budget. Those are my spending categories where more than one transaction happens. When you do your bills and your spending categories, your bills are usually just one transaction. That's it. But with spending categories, several transaction happens. And for me, it's almost daily that a transaction happens. This means I intentionally went to the store and bought some groceries, or I intentionally went out to eat with the family or myself. I intentionally bought something on Etsy, or I intentionally bought something on Amazon. And there are multiple purchases under one category. That's a spending category. That's what I have listed on my November calendar here for my spending weekly check-in. So here we go. Let me get my calculator here. Let me get my pens. And hopefully I remember to check them off as I do it. I always forget, but I will try to remember this time. So calculator on, and I want to get this. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go through and use those spending categories, and I'm going to write out all my groceries. And I'm going to list them here. And then we're going to total them up, and then I'm going to do my restaurants miscellaneous. I have no gasoline spending this time period, so it'll just be 3 categories I am checking in on. So grocery household, and I'm just going to initial that GH. First one I have is this $19.08 at Dollar General. I did make a notation. $5 of it was a donation to a toy drive. Even though it's grocery household, I had what I purchased was grocery household, I did add a donation, and I don't mind taking it out of the grocery household budget. It was not that big a deal, and that was fine. So there's that. And then over here on this page, see if I can get it on the camera. There we go. Here I had Food Lion, which was $65.28. And then here I had Walmart, which is $52.59. All right, is that everything? Yes, that is everything. So let's go back this way so I can put the rings on this side. Get the calculator here, and let's total that up on what I actually spent on grocery household for this past week. 1908 plus 65.28 plus 52.28. There we go. 136.95. And that's what we spent. So now we're going to go to restaurants and see how much I spent there. Now that my husband is home, yeah, we'll be having more restaurants again. So the first restaurant, always Fridays, Papa John's, $36.97. Chick-fil-A is $33.42. And then over here, Peking, that's when my husband came home, and usually if we get Chinese, I only get Chinese with him. I don't normally go out and get Chinese by myself. And they give you so much food at this restaurant that it lasts us 2 days, because we eat it for dinner at night, and then we put it in the fridge, and then we can heat it up really well the next day and have it for lunch. And then, yeah, so that's 2 days worth of food, and so we don't mind the price because it does last so long. So here we go. And that's it. That's all we had. Which I'm really excited about, that I didn't go out too much while he was gone. And if I did it with the family, and unless it was Taco Bell, then that was by myself. So here we go. $36.97 plus $33.42 and $25.65. All right, so that was $96.04. There we go. And then miscellaneous. So I don't actually have miscellaneous over here, but I do over here. So I have in miscellaneous, the Virginia Zoo, which we are going tomorrow. Let's put the, oh, I need to put the amount, not the, I'll be okay in a minute. Here we go. So $17.95. That was my father-in-law's ticket. We have membership, so we don't have to really pay anything. And then I ordered some paper on Amazon, and I ordered the lamp that I want. $50.76. So those will be here on Friday. And I can't remember if I ordered something else. I might have, but I don't remember. So $17.95 and $50.76. Okay. $68.71. I did order something else with this $50 purchase. Refillable ink for this. It's just the cartridges that are on the inside of my Frixon. Well, I can't get it apart right now, but yeah, it's just the refillable ink, and it goes inside because this black ink is about to run out. I've been using it a lot, and yeah, that's why I need that. So push this over to the side. So these are my spending categories. This is what I spent for this past week, which I think we did pretty reasonably. Oh, I'm gonna move this back. There we go. And so here's the weekly check-in. So let me adjust my camera. I'll be right back. Okay, there we go. So like I said before, I readjusted the numbers because I realized I did them wrong. And so, yeah, I fixed that. I changed the balances, and now here we are here. So I only had $263 total to work with. Obviously, I went over that, and I will have, I'll be in the red for some of this. Mostly it will be okay because my husband has been earning overtime, and I can just take it out of the extra money in overtime if he's over in total for all the categories. Especially since I already put that in savings and it's no longer in the spending availability anymore. And that's fine. So it kind of comes out in the wash. So for grocery household right here, I'm going to put this $136.95. Restaurants, which is right here, is $96.04. And then this miscellaneous right here is $68.71. Okay, so now that I have all my numbers, let's total up that I did not spend any in that category. So, yeah. So here we go. 136.95 plus 96.04 and 68.71. And our total is 301.70. And I'm just gonna check my notes. Yep, that's what I got over here. And now we're going to do the totals over here. So our grocery household, I budgeted $86.17. And I'm gonna subtract 136. Sorry, I'm distracted tonight. And get negative 15. So I'm going to use my red pen here. Negative 50.78. And then I have plenty left over in restaurants right now. So it's 201.12. And I'm going to take out the 96.04. And we're going to have $105.08 here. So we're negative here. So 80.44. That's a negative. I'm going to add a negative. So plus 68.71. And that's going to give us negative 149.15. There we go. And I just moved this number over, 56.94. And there we go. So I'm going to go ahead and do the balance here, and we're going to see if these numbers work out like we think they are. So 105.08 plus 56.94. I always add the positives together first so I can get the biggest number possible, and then I subtract the negative numbers. Minus 149.15. And I come up with negative 37.91. Okay, so let's see if that's what this comes up with. 263.79 minus 301.7 and negative 37.91. So yes, I've done my numbers right. My balances are where they should be. And if I go back to my transaction logs I keep for these same categories, and not only do I put the expenses here on these stickers, but I actually go to my transaction logs. Let me zoom you out before I flip back to that. So hold on one moment. Okay, here we go. So let's flip back here to these transaction logs. These transaction logs are just like this, but these are on the actual dates on the calendar, and then these are just in order that I spent. I do this instead of the highlighter method on a transaction log where you just, every day you spend, you put, I rather do this. So instead, I don't like the highlighter method. It confuses my mind. It's a lot of colors going on and my brain doesn't like it very well, so I don't do it. So here we go. If you look here, I have in my transaction log negative 50.78, which is what I have back here. 105.08 is which is the total here. And miscellaneous 149.15 here, and then 56.94 in here. So double checked, and they're balancing exactly the way I expected them to, and the transaction logs match the weekly check-in, which matches the calendar. I'm just matching all over the place. So, and you may think, why is she doing all this weekly check-in, paycheck to paycheck, and transaction logs, and double or tripling? Mainly to show you many different ways and many different styles of budgeting, and you get to pick which one. I do all of them because I love to share, I love to help, I love to show other people, and this is what I love to do. And I don't mind doing it several times, several different ways, especially when the numbers come out the same. And I'm like, yes, I did it. I'm doing it right. It works. So that's why I do it. So if you only like weekly check-ins and you just watch my videos for the weekly check-in to see how I'm doing it and see if that helps you how you do it, then that's great. If you do it for the paycheck to paycheck or transaction logs, I don't really show the transaction logs except for when I'm actually balancing these weeklies with what's already been logged here. But yeah, I mean, that's just how I do it. So I love it. So now what we're going to do, and I will zoom you in one more time. So hold on one moment. All right, here we go. So here's the last weekly check-in. This is for the 27th through the 30th. It's only 4 short days, so I didn't give myself a lot in the budget. And if you look down here, this is how I budgeted for each week. And on the 5th week, I did $50 each. I know I'm not going to get gas, so that's available for any of the other categories. I will go through that and then some. So I will be balancing forward what I had from the previous budget and adding this $50 to it. So let's do that. Hold on one second. So previously I had this negative $50.78. And so let me get that on my little calculator here. Okay, so that matches the negative. So, and if you just add $50, which is what the budget is, it's going to give me negative 78 cents. So that's actually what I'm writing up here in the corner for my week 5, to know that if I buy more groceries, I'm in the hole. And that's okay. I don't mind. I have enough of a buffer to do that. So I'm going to put negative 0.78. Now for restaurants, that's a different story, because we're looking good there. I have 105.08. And I'm adding $50. So, which is very simple math, but there you go. And $155.08. Then the miscellaneous was way negative, if that's even a word. So yeah, I'm just going to take $149.15. I don't have a pre-negative where I can add negative to, I guess. I don't know. No, that's not what I want to do. Oh, there we go. Let's see if that works. Negative $149.15. Now I wrote the wrong number. Oh, well, never mind. $149.15. And then $50 credit towards that. That actually brings it down to $99.15. And it's a negative because we're still in the hole here. I just didn't use it with negative sign here. So I know overall that's what I have spent over budget in. And then, sorry, I wrote the wrong number here, 15. Gasoline, which will also get $50, and I don't think we'll need, but if we do, I can use it. I have $56.94 plus another $50, which gives it 100. I must not have been screamed when I wrote that, I'm sorry. Let's see, 106.94. And I just used the wrong pen again. I'm out of practice. I haven't really done a video in a while. Here we go. 106.94. There we go. So that's what I have left. So let's add up all the positives. 106.94 plus the 155.08 minus the 78 cents and minus, whoops, slipped out of my hands, the 99.15. So really I only have $162.09 to budget with. And that's for 4 days. So if you divide that by 4, let's see what it looks like. That's about $40 a day. So hopefully we don't go over $40 a day. But if we do, like I said, my husband actually got paid early and he got his overtime check. So we are good there. So we should be okay if we do go over this budget. Now, if I had carried over this part that I put in the savings, it would still be here and I would not be in negative numbers. But because I'm trying to build up my savings, that's where it's at, and kind of regret doing it now because I really should have used it to flow everything forward and it would have looked a lot better. I would have a lot less red. But next month I won't be doing that because I am going to do something not different. I'm going to go back to carrying everything over week to week. So let me zoom you out real quick because it's hard to put this on one area. So hold on one second. Okay, there we go. So that is the weekly check-in and I think we did good. And you know what I didn't do? I did not check off my little boxes here to say that I counted them. And I did. Thankfully, there weren't that many things to check off. So pretty good. So yeah, that is my Thanksgiving weekly check-in and it looks great. So I hope you have an amazing and blessed day. I hope you enjoyed all this and I will see you guys next time. Bye.